Welcome back to the Chicago Bears franchise here in Madden 25. We find ourselves in week 4, perfect 3-0 start to the season so far. And not only that, but we've absolutely dominated every game so far. Our offense has been clicking. Our defense has been getting interceptions, sacking the quarterback, forcing fumbles. They've been all over the place. We've been lights out. We've been playing some incredible football. Taking a look at the division right now, Detroit is 3-0, Green Bay is 3-0, and Chicago is 3-0 with Minnesota at 2-1. The NFC North may very well be regarded as the most difficult division in football right now. It's going to be tough if we want to secure that NFC North title. We still haven't played any divisional matchups, and it doesn't look like it'll happen for any time soon. There's also one thing I wanted to mention about Caleb Williams. I didn't realize this, but he is 1 touchdown away from setting the Chicago Bears rookie single season touchdown record, which is right now it's 11, so he can get 12 and set the record for that. The single season quarterback record for touchdowns is 29, I believe, for Eric Kramer in 1995. He also threw for 3,900 yards or so. So if we can get Caleb up to 4,000 yards, get him to 30 touchdowns, he will set the franchise record for most touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. He is having an incredible year right now. The rookie quarterback, the sensation first overall pick, has been playing really well for us. I feel like he's the driving force behind our success right now. I also want to turn some attention and give the credit to DeAndre Swift. The free agent acquisition running back has been electric for us. Average yards per game is at 103. He's got 2 touchdowns, 6.2 yards per carry on average. He's been incredible for us this season. Indianapolis kind of put a hold on him a little bit. It was tough to break through the line, but he still managed to secure a touchdown and had big runs when we needed them. Overall, everybody on the roster right now has been playing really well, and hopefully we can continue as we progress here. It's another home game against the LA Rams. We also have some weekly awards that we can go through, with Tariq Stevenson picking up the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He had a pick 6 in that last game against the Indianapolis Colts, so well-deserved credit there. I want to take a quick look at our salary cap situation. It's not really something that I have looked at yet this season. We have 33.9 million in cap space. We'll see how are we doing in terms of salary for this season. So Montez Sweat is making 25 million a year for the next 4 years, so until 2027. Keenan Allen, he's on a 1-year contract, 23.1 million. We could also trade him away. There is no penalty, so we'll see. I mean, there's really no reason to trade him right now anyways, but I don't know. That might be something that we have to reassess come the trade deadline. If we're looking like we're going to make a division title push, we'll keep him. He's been great for us so far, but he would definitely be a valuable piece to trade. We'll leave it for now. Tremaine Edmonds has 2 years remaining on his contract. Jalen Johnson has been signed up. So it's just interesting to see what our salary cap situation looks like. A lot of our key players are signed up for the long term, and this is one of the main factors right here. Caleb Williams is on his rookie deal. We have 4 years where we can get a very reasonable price for him. We have to take advantage of those 4 years. You look at the recipe for success within the NFL, you have to try to load up your roster when your QB is on their rookie deal. Because as soon as those 4 years are up, you know Caleb Williams is going to be getting the bag, especially if he keeps playing like this and develops into a star quarterback, which he does look like he's on the way of doing. We have to take advantage of the situation we have in hand right now. Kevin Byard is on a 2-year deal, so we have him secured. So really our roster is looking really good for the next few years. We'll leave it as is for now. We might make some trades come the trade deadline to assess, any areas of need, or address any areas of need rather. But we do have some salary cap room, a lot of it. Come free agency in 2025, we will have to stack up and really go for it. Right now we're working with what we got. Again, we might make some trades before the trade deadline, but we're looking good. Salary cap's looking good. The Chicago Bears have the recipe for success. It's all about executing now and just playing good football. We look at the stats for the season in terms of team stats. The Los Angeles Rams, their defense looks like a liability. We should be able to take advantage of that. They don't run the ball well either. Opponents' rush yards per game is at 115. We're averaging 123 right now. So, we're playing some really good stuff. Our pass defense isn't necessarily the greatest, but we have cleaned it up over the past few games. I think that first game of the season against the Tennessee Titans is really inflating those numbers. Okay, offensive pass yards at 205 yards. We're sitting at 20th. Really, the last couple of games, Caleb Williams hasn't really had to do anything. The defense has set us up really nicely with field position and the likes of that. So can't really judge that too much, but we're first in the league in points per game. That's a good stat to be leading in. So, I mean, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this Rams roster. We'll get a little breakdown here and see what we're about to face. I mean, we know the usual suspects: Matt Stafford at quarterback, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, the 2 wide receivers, dynamic duo. Kupp is a little bit more of a veteran now, but he's still a threat, no doubt about that. We have a pretty decent offensive line. Karen Williams as the running back, emerging superstar. He is a good player, definitely somebody that we'll have to shut down going forward. Jared Verse, the rookie, you know him coming off the edge. He will be a threat. Same with Kobe Turner. They do have some good young players on defense. A very interesting team. There's Matt Stafford, the veteran quarterback. I feel like if we can either lock down Kupp or Nacua, you know, one or the other, we won't be able to do both, and kind of minimize their offense, we should be able to take advantage of their liabilities on defense, especially with the way our offense has been flowing so far this season. I mean, you know, it's been great. As a Bears fan, you can only hope for this. You know, days like this, you want to pinch yourself because it doesn't seem real. We've taken care of business so far against the AFC South. We'll allocate all of our kind of resources to stopping the short pass. And then in terms of what we want to do here, we're just going to do run inside. Should give us a nice little boost. We have our 3 focus players: Roma Dunze, Caleb Williams, and Javon Dexter Sr. So we're looking good there. They are getting some nice growth as we're progressing. Weekly goals will remain the same, just so we can maximize on the points. We're going to sim through that, and then we're going to allocate some of the franchise points as well before we hop into the game against the Rams. But let me know, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'm having a good time with the Chicago Bears. Let me know by smashing the like button. Maybe we can aim to get 25 likes on this video. That would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're enjoying the series. It really helps the channel grow as we can get the videos out there in the algorithm. And we're building a nice community here. I appreciate all you guys subscribing and viewing. I'm having a blast so far. I hope you guys are too. We have some upgrades available. We're going to make sure we allocate our resources to that. Unfortunately, it's not really anyone that we're interested in upgrading. So I guess there goes that. We're just going to sim through that. And lastly, we will just go ahead and allocate our franchise points. We have our scouts set up, so we'll have to give it a few weeks before we can set up our national focus, where we will be looking at getting an edge rusher in the draft. And yeah, I mean, so far so good. Like I said, I thought our offensive, or rather defensive line was going to be a liability, the interior anyways, and I mean, they've been playing great. So really, I have no complaints whatsoever right now. The boys have been playing great. Our offensive coordinator in terms of skills doesn't necessarily match kind of the style that I'd like to play. Definitely something that we might be looking to upgrade come the off season. It'll do for now, and we'll upgrade the skills wherever we can. But like I said, boys, that leaves us with one thing remaining on the schedule, and that is to welcome the LA Rams to Soldier Field. We finally get another home game after back-to-back road games. We've been playing some electric football, and hopefully we can continue. Let's get in there and let's get the job done, boys. Without further ado, let's hop into this week 4 matchup against the Rams. Let's get it going. 1-2 LA Rams against the 3-0 Chicago Bears. It's been an incredible season so far. Hopefully we can continue. We have veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford going up against rookie Caleb Williams. He's been having an incredible start to his NFL career. Hopefully we can continue to build on that and keep it rolling. New head coach, new regime in charge, and life is looking a lot brighter. As a Chicago Bears fan and player, we're playing some good stuff, both on offense and defense. So let's keep it going. Got a nice sunny day here in Chicago. And there's one thing left to do, and that is to dominate on the football field. We kick off as usual. I love getting the ball back at the second half. Let's see what we have in store for us today. So Matthew Stafford making his way out with the LA Rams offense. Let's get a quick look at his stats here. 6 TDs, 3 interceptions, 740 yards. So not very impressive. Given the fact that we have been able to turn quarterbacks over, I feel confident that we can do the same here against Matthew Stafford. He is a veteran. He has, of course, you know, member of the Detroit Lions, played against the Chicago Bears a lot in his career. As Kieran Williams gets a handoff, we can't take him down until the third waves of tackles comes in. He picks up 7 on the play. He's slow to get up, though. Might be concerning if you're a Rams fan, but a good run there. We have to do better in the tackling. We can't be letting stuff like that happen as we take it over to Tremaine Edmonds. We're mashing the X button, and there we go. We take him down for a loss of 1. Much better that time around, and you know what time it is, boys. It's double mug blitz time. Let's make sure we get the right player selected to cover Kieran Williams. The pass is right down the middle, and veteran quarterback Matthew Stafford saw the blitz coming all the way. Takes that quick pass underneath to Higbee for a good conversion on 3rd down there. Gets him going up the field. And really, what else would you expect from someone like Stafford? He's a good quarterback. It seems like he's kind of defying time. You look at all the veterans right now, and I mean, he's still slinging that thing, so it's good to see as Kieran Williams bounces out wide. Good blocking from the Rams offensive line. We try to take him down. Can't do it until later, and really haven't seen this so far this season. We get caught up on some good blocks there, and Kieran Williams is able to explode for a huge pickup. Takes the Rams all the way down to the 10-yard line, and they are marching down the field right now. As this one gets tossed, and Edwards was there. No way. He should have picked that one off, as Stafford basically just threw a lazy pass to Higbee. Really should have made him pay on that. Unfortunately, though, Edwards was only able to break up the pass and couldn't hold on. Come on, boys. Let's hold them to a field goal. We do a good job of reading that one, as Stafford hands it off to Kieran Williams. Edwards is there, and now it's 3rd and goal. We are going to send the blitz again. At the 9-yard line, empty backfield, so you know they will be passing. Send a player in motion, but here we go. We do a good job of breaking through there. Tackle in the backfield. Jalen Johnson gets there. And the LA Rams, after having a couple of explosive plays, finding themselves at the 10-yard line, will have to settle for a field goal. And really, our defense has been really good at that. We might be giving up plays here and there, but as soon as the opposition approaches the end zone, we build a wall, we stop them, make them settle for a field goal. That's a victory in my books, boys. And like I said, Caleb Williams is 1 passing touchdown away from setting the rookie single-season record for the Chicago Bears. He's playing some really good stuff right now. There's a look at his numbers: 11 TDs, 3 interceptions. Really good completion percentage as well, so he's absolutely cooking right now. A lot of the critics were questioning whether or not his style of play would be able to translate to the NFL, if he'd be able to stay on time rather than just freestyling. But I mean, so far so good. Really, we have no complaints. We're going to start it with a play action here, as we're going to just throw this one to Odunze. He holds on. Very risky throw there. Tight window, but Caleb Williams was able to make it happen. You know, it was a little bit low, a little bit behind Odunze, but it actually worked out in our favor. So we're going to run it here with DeAndre Swift. Not much there. We get locked down. Lose 3 yards on the play. And really, our offense is humming when we can get some good yardage on 1st down on those runs. Once we kind of start going behind the line, we get caught up as DeAndre Swift makes a man miss with a beautiful spin move, picks up 4 on the play. Still going to be facing a 3rd and long situation. But it was definitely looking bad as the blocking kind of fell apart. Swift did a good job of freestyling there. Pressure's coming in. We're just going to get this one to Carlson, the backup tight end. Not much going there, and we are going to have to punt. We're at the 43-yard line. You know what? I say we just go for it. We got to pick a good play here, and I say we go for it. This might be a little bit risky, but this RPO alert bubble has been paying off for us. The defender does stick with DJ Moore, but he's able to get forward, and it's enough for the 1st down. Normally, I like to call that play and go for it when you can see that the defender plays zone and kind of plays off the receiver, which we might get in this situation here. Honestly, I think what we might have to do is send Odunze on a streak. Lob this one up. Great pass there. I mean, you could see the hole in the defense. You could see the hole in the defense was there all day long. We send Odunze on the streak. Caleb Williams just kind of floats that one up there, out of the reach of the linebacker. We get a nice little play there. But as I was saying with RPO alert bubble, I like calling it when you can see they're in zone and we have the numbers advantage. That time, though, we had to go for it on 4th down as DeAndre Swift picks up 5. It's more like it. That's going to do it for the first quarter. So we're marching down. We find ourselves in the red zone. A couple plays away. We should be able to secure a touchdown here. Not a bad start to the game so far. This has been kind of a money play for us in the red zone. A little play action boot. And it should continue to be money as we find DJ Moore in the end zone. Just had to wait for some of the space to clear up. And Caleb Williams fires that one in. With that touchdown pass, he officially sets the single season rookie QB record for most touchdowns with 12. The bar wasn't set really high, to be honest, but he's been having a great season so far. He did it in his 4th game, which is impressive. You can see we're hyping him up there. Not a bad drive at all there, boys. Had to have a big conversion on 4th down to make it happen, but you got to risk it sometimes if you want to reap the rewards. And we go down, get the first touchdown of the game, and take the lead 7-3. Let's get it going. So the Rams so far have liked to run it on 1st down. And it's more of the same there. As Kyron Williams gets it out wide, picks up 6 on the play. It's been kind of tough covering him. He is a good running back. A lot of speed, a lot of power. You mix that in with the play action threat with Nakua and Cup out wide. Always have to be alert as this one gets down to Puka. We tried to read that one, just couldn't get there in time, and he's able to hold on despite the contact coming in from Tremaine Edmonds. Good hands there from Puka. Nearly thought I was picked off, man. I saw the lights, I got excited. We do a good job of reading that one, but Higbee's able to hold on again despite the contact. And the Rams are starting to cook a little bit here on offense. So back-to-back passing plays. Are they going? It's a play action. We're reading that one well. We tried to undercut it, but we just couldn't get there. And the play action was pulled off to perfection. As Tutu Atwell finds the back of the end zone. Matt Stafford with a beautiful pass there. Tried to cut that one underneath with the safety. Just couldn't get there in time. Thought we had the angle sorted out, but just wasn't enough. And the Rams strike back quick. They take the lead once again. And that was a very dangerous play action pass that has been something that's been catching us all season long so far. We're very weak on the play action. We're gonna have to figure that one out. We're gonna start things off on the ground with DeAndre Swift. Great movement, great juke move. And DeAndre Swift showing us what he can do. Broke the defender's ankles with the juke. Was able to bounce out wide. If only he could just get a little bit more there to break free, would have had a touchdown. But he got caught up. Either way, though, it's an explosive play again. I mean, he's a playmaker, man. He's a great player, great running back. And a great option for us on offense. We're going to run a play action here. We're going to slide out with Caleb Williams. We're going to find Keenan Allen there, and we're just going to take the secured catch for a big chunk play. The defense has to respect Caleb's ability to run. They were hesitant to kind of move, and Keenan Allen was able to find a space in the zone. Wanted to go down for the conservative catch. I didn't want to risk trying to pick up some yards, taking a hit, and potentially dropping the ball. I mean, that was just too good of a play to risk. So great route running again. Keenan Allen's been an absolute stud for us when it comes to his ability to get open. Caleb Williams has done a great job of finding him. DeAndre Swift's going to take it out wide. Tried to hit him with the spin move. What happened there? I thought for sure he'd be able to break down his man and score, but just not enough on that one. We're going to run it again. I'm going to just switch it up at the line of scrimmage. Call a quick mesh route. Try to get this one off. We had the option there, but the pressure came in and Caleb was affected by it. Had to just get rid of it. So it looked like a sure touchdown is now proving to be a little bit more difficult. Let's see if we can catch him on the quick mesh. And then we have Keenan Allen again getting open. I mean, he's a stud. He's an absolute stud. He's an X factor for a reason. His route running ability to get open is on another level. We find him on the quick mesh underneath, just fired in with Caleb Williams. That's been something we've been having success with so far this season. And it's another touchdown for Keenan Allen. A very efficient drive there. 5 plays, a couple of big chunks, one on the ground with DeAndre Swift, one through the air. Caleb Williams finding Keenan Allen. We just cannot make a tackle to save our lives as the Rams bring it up to the 34-yard line. I'm going to have to be very mindful of the play action. As Stafford finds Nakua, bounces off the hit stick, still on his feet. We're finally able to bring him down. And Matt Stafford is slicing our defense apart right now. They were settling for the underneath stuff, and now it looks like they're comfortable taking shots over the top. Let's see, we have another play action. This one's down the sideline, and Puka Nakua is open. Matt Stafford finds him again. And despite shading over the top, we still get caught out by that play action. The veteran quarterback is cooking right now, and our defense doesn't seem to have an answer. Not something that we've had to deal with so far this season, as Tremaine Edmonds does a good job of stopping Williams there. We haven't really had a chance to send the blitz. I normally like to do it on third down. I think this warrants an all-out blitz here. Try to catch him off guard. We haven't really done it so far in this game, and we do stop Williams short of the goal line. And we're going to go for it again. We're sending pressure again. We're going to clog up the middle, try to get to Matt Stafford as quick as possible, and force the Rams to kick a field goal, though. They run it on that left side. Big gap opens up, and Kyron Williams is able to find his way home for a 1-yard rush touchdown. Again, we got cut out on that play action, man. Nakua was wide open down the sideline. Secondary couldn't get back in time, and we're really having a hard time defending this Rams offense right now as they regain the lead, potentially moving it up to 3 with the extra point here. We have to do a good job of managing the clock. We have 1:57 remaining, and we are getting the ball back to start the third quarter, so we could potentially have a 2-score swing in the last couple of minutes here. Rome Odunze does an incredible job on the return, still going, and Rome Odunze, the rookie, is our kickoff return specialist. Slippery smooth running there, getting in between the defenders, shrugs one guy off, and brings us all the way to the 30-yard line. I mean, we have no excuse but to score a touchdown on this drive, especially with that kickoff return. Come on, man. Pressure comes in. Caleb Williams can't find anyone and gets taken down as Kobe Turner gets to him and takes him down with the sack. Hasn't happened too much this season. Caleb's done a great job of either getting out of the pocket or getting rid of the ball quick in those situations. Nothing there either. I probably had our tight end earlier if I would have taken it. I waited a little bit too long, and all of a sudden now it's 3rd and 16, and it's not an easy field goal either. So we had a great return, and really it's not turning into anything. I do like what I see on this right side, though. If we can just get some time and space to find Keenan Allen, we can make something happen. And we spoke it into existence. Once again, Keenan Allen showing off his abilities. Gets past his man. Caleb just kind of lofts that one in there. And it was still a tough play to make. I mean, going up right on the sideline. Had to make sure both feet get in bounds. Wasn't easy by any means. But Keenan Allen is having an incredible season so far. And just more of the same as we do a quick little screen pass here. Get it to DeAndre Swift. He gets stopped up at the 1-yard line, but we should be able to just punch it home here. We just figure it out, call the right play. We're going to bring the clock down a little bit. We still have 3 timeouts left just in case. Don't want to give the Rams any opportunity to go back and get some points before halftime. Let's bring the clock down. We're going to hand it off to DeAndre Swift, and it's an easy touchdown. So there we go. Caleb Williams answering Matthew Stafford's with some spectacular passing of his own. Him and Keenan Allen are having an incredible game. It's a Matthew Stafford and Puka Nakua versus Caleb Williams and Keenan Allen show here today. DeAndre Swift, he's having a great game too. Punches that one home at the 1-yard line. And I mean, very similar drive to what the Rams had. They had a big passing play and then they punched it home. Same with us. Once again, we get back on top. convert the extra point to give ourselves a 4-point lead. And with 20 seconds remaining, boys, tighten up and don't give the Rams any points before halftime. That would be an absolute heartbreaker. And we get the ball back to start the third quarter. So far, so good. Our plan is working out. Let's just make sure we lock the Rams down here and finish off the second quarter with a 4-point lead. Come on, boys. We got to lock down here. We're committing to the pass. We're shading over the top. They decide to run it. I mean, we're going to call a timeout. I don't know. Maybe not the best idea. I got a little excited because I thought, oh, maybe we can force the Rams to punt it away and then potentially score again. But, I mean, 13 seconds, 2nd and 16. I don't see that happening. So they're just going to run it, and we're just going to allow the clock to run out. Great first half. Got to figure it out on defense. Matthew Stafford has been cooking right now. But, I mean, so far, so good. We've looked great on offense, and that was the plan that we talked about before the game started. Can we take advantage of the defensive liabilities the Rams have? We saw their overall team rankings was not very good. So 21-17, it's a 4-point lead at halftime, and we get the ball back. Let's keep it going, man. More of the same, and we should be okay. So to start things off here in the third quarter, we're going back to the ground with DeAndre Swift. He gets caught up on the lineman. I mean, how does that even happen? He wasn't even facing him, wasn't even attempting to make a play on him, but just caught up on his backside and couldn't make our way through. Minimal pickup of 1. It's 2nd and 9 now. Just very congested in the middle there. So we're going to bounce out wide with DeAndre Swift. Turn on your jets there. 3rd and 5. So not ideal. Still got a little bit of work to do here to convert on 3rd down. But we've been pretty good so far this season converting on 3rd down. Worst case, if we need to, we can always resort to our tush push. As we should have Carlson there. Just fired into him, secure the catch, and pick up the 1st down. And there we go. We're going to switch this run over to the right side. There does seem to be a little bit of a numbers advantage. Not really those. We only get 2 on the play. Let's see what the defense does here on the bubble. They're sticking with Odunze, and they also send pressure, and we actually lose 5 yards on the play. So the Rams read that one all day. Really haven't seen that a lot from our offense this season. Let's see if we can pull this one off. Yeah, we should have Keenan Allen again. Great route running, gets wide open. And Caleb Williams to Keenan Allen again. 4 catches for 120. Able to catch him out with the play action. And that's what I'm talking about, man. That's why you got to run the ball. Even if you're not getting success, 2 yards here, 3 yards there. You have to run to then pull off the play action. So we're going to take it right back. Tried to take it out wide with Swift. There was space, but got closed down. A lot of speed there. And unfortunately, we lose yards once again. 2nd and 13. It's not going to stop us, though. This time, we're going to go inside. I like that gap there. If we can get some decent blocking here, we should be able to find a lot of space. And there goes DeAndre Swift. Can he keep going? He gets stopped at the 1-yard line. But we saw the numbers advantage. Keenan Allen also came out of nowhere to pick up a block. And DeAndre Swift turns on the jets. Gets a little shifty with the juke move. And we find ourselves at the 1-yard line. We're going to hand it off to Swift again to just punch this one home. And that should be another touchdown for him. He actually gets stopped. No gain on the play. That's not going to stop us, so we're going to go right back to it. Looking at the numbers now, we should be able to get it done here. Handoff, get going, and there's the touchdown. Let's go, man. Incredible offense. We finish off the second quarter with a touchdown, and we start the third with a touchdown. Clinical display of offense. We're moving down the field. Great, doing a great job of incorporating the run and the pass. We just have to figure it out on defense. We can't be letting Matthew Stafford cook us like this. We also did a really good job of taking a lot of clock off. I mean, it's at 2:29. It was about a 4-minute drive. So, given how this game's been going and, in terms of scoring back and forth, time of possession will be crucial. Try to keep this Rams offense off the field as long as possible. So here we go. We're going into man coverage. They are going to run it. I have a feeling that the Rams will probably start to pass a lot more as the game is coming down to the wire. We do a good job on defense there, only holding Kyron Williams to 3 yards. We're going to pass commit, and we're going to shade over the top. Stafford has liked to take those play action passes over the top. This time, though, they go underneath to Kyron Williams, who was in motion. And we kind of went away from watching that shallow zone. Tried to go back just in case to watch Puka and Cup. And Stafford finds his running back underneath. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. It's another run play, though. Oh, this time we read it well. Hey, we still got him. We tripped him up. I was going to say we completely blew that tackle with Tremaine Edmonds, but we got just enough on it. Got a hold of his ankle or something. Tripped him down to the ground. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you just got to figure it out. We might have to send some blitzes, too, because I know we've been strictly saving that for 3rd down. But we might have to bring in some pressure. A big hit stick there. Tremaine Edmonds lays the hammer down on Puka Nacua. And with that in mind now, 3rd and 3. It's time we send the blitz. We're going to watch the middle with Stevenson. It's a run play, and we read that well all day long. Tyreek Stevenson is there. Gets his hands on Kyron Williams. And the Rams are going to punt it away. They take the time down. That does it for the 3rd quarter. We held them to only 1 drive on offense here in this quarter, in the 3rd quarter, that is. And I'm surprised they're not going for it. They are. Now they are going for it. And we are going to send the pressure once again. Yeah, Kevin Byard in this time to watch Kyron Williams. It's another run play. But they get just enough to pick up the 1st down and then some. Kyron Williams stiff arms Kevin Byard out of there. And he shows off his strength. That's what makes him such a good running back. Not only does he have the speed and agility, but he's also got the strength to do stuff like that. And he bails out the Rams there. A big, risky conversion on 4th down. It's another run play, so they're perfectly fine with continuing to run it despite the clock coming down to the end here. I mean, we still have 6 minutes left, but it is a 9-point game. I guess, you know, they don't have to exclusively focus on passing the ball. As this one goes up, Stafford finds Tutu Atwell. Our man coverage got all discombobulated there. And really, our passing defense has not been doing it today. We did a great job against the Colts. But let's see. We've had a good record of forcing turnovers when we needed them most. Let's see if we can bait. Yes, we can. I was about to say, let's see if we can bait Stafford to throw it to Puka. We do exactly that. And Tremaine Edmonds, can he go all the way? Puka's got a lot of speed, but Edmonds had the head start. He's going. He can't get caught, and it's a pick 6. Let's go, man. What more could you say? You got to be a playmaker at the end of the day. And I was just saying it right there. Our defense has done a great job this season of getting interceptions when we needed them most. And we forced another turnover there. Had to bait Matt Stafford there into thinking that Puka was open. And we cut him off just right at the end there. And Tremaine Edmonds turns on the Jets, runs faster than he's ever had before. Takes it to the house for a pick 6. And ladies and gentlemen, this should do it. I mean, we're playing incredible stuff right now. There's no other way to put it. We're executing on offense. We're coming up clutch on defense when we need it most. And that just shows you exactly a great example of what we've been doing so far. Pick 6 in the clutch. Let's get it going, man. Well, I think it's safe to say that now the Rams will be focusing on passing the ball on offense, or at least they should anyways. Good play there. Bounces off the hit stick. And they get 6 on the play. I'm going to continue to shade over the top. I don't really mind if the Rams just settle for the short stuff. One thing is we don't want to give up a chunk play and allow them to get right back into it. As they take it down low to Cup, we hit him once, dropping him back a few yards. But they still end up losing yards on the play. It's 3rd and 9. And now it's time to send our blitz. I mean, I'm sure this is 4-down territory, given the state of the score and how much time is left in the game. But it's not going to stop us from sending a blitz. As I think they tried to pull off a screen or something, but it just takes way too long. And the defense is able to get there. Cup is lined up in the backfield. They got a unique formation here. And Kyron Williams, we had some sort of a mismatch lineup with Cup in the backfield, Kyron Williams lining up as a receiver, And it works out. They end up getting a touchdown. I don't even believe what I just saw. What kind of an offensive play call was that? And who was marking Kyron Williams? I guess he just had too much speed for our man to stay with him. Tyreek Stevenson couldn't get there, tried to get to him. And Kyron Williams turns on the Jets and gets a touchdown on the board for the Rams. So, I mean, we were looking like we were about to shut them down. And they pull that one off. I mean, we have to be careful. It's only a 9-point game. I'm assuming they're going to go for an onside kick here. They are going for an onside kick. So, I mean, I feel like we're getting very comfortable after that pick six from Tremaine Edmonds. And all of a sudden now, it's well in reach for the Rams as Keenan Allen picks that one up. The main man on the hands team. So Sean McVay drawing up a unusual alignment there. But it ends up paying off. As they look like they're in man coverage, I don't think the bubble play will work in this situation. So we're going to have to make a slight change here. And the pressure's coming in. Caleb Williams is going to have to escape. He fumbles it. And the Rams are right back into this one. We tried to go out wide. And Caleb Williams gets caught and fumbles. Honestly, that was a very bad play call on my end. I didn't want to audible into a verticals there. Probably should have called a timeout. It is what it is. And now it's an 11-point game, 3 minutes remaining. The Rams have some life again. And there goes Stafford to Cup. We're getting sliced apart right now. We might have to call a timeout just to get the boys reorganized. As this one goes up again to Cup, still on his feet. And the Rams are going to try to hurry it up here. I want to switch to a zone. Pressure's coming in. Stafford has to throw it in the back of the end zone. Tried to bait him once again. And now it is 3rd and 1. We're not going to go for the blitz. I think that's a little too risky at this stage. Actually, you know what? We're going to go for it. Feel like in terms of field position, we have a slight advantage. You know, it's not like they can really get over the top. And I should have watched the middle. I should have watched the middle with my man. Kyron Williams stayed in the backfield, so there was no need for the safety to stay in that spot. And just like that, boys, we have a game on our hands. We were getting very comfortable. And all of a sudden, the Rams are a 2-point conversion away from making this a 3-point game. They fail on the 2-point conversion. And they are going to elect to have a standard kickoff. So there's still the 2-minute warning timeout that we have to deal with. But as long as we can just pick up a few first downs, get the Rams to use their timeouts, we should be in good shape. And most importantly, we cannot turn the ball over. Pickens is injured. Bruised sternum again. Surprise, surprise. It's the most frequent injury that we've seen. We're going to run this one out wide with DeAndre Swift. We get some good blocking there. And there we go, boys. 2nd and 1. We forced the Rams to use another timeout. So far, so good. We really took it easy there and just allowed the Rams to get right back into it. We can't be doing that. Good spin move there from DeAndre Swift. Still on his feet. That's another timeout. And I think if we can convert here and get a good play, it should be enough to get the job done. We might have to get one more first down. Just given with how much time is remaining in this one. Probably should have bounced out left instead of right. But here we go, boys. We're going to change our adjustment to chew the clock. Going to continue to run it. We have to make sure we take care of the football. And we should be able to get a dub here. There goes DeAndre Swift. Found the gap there. 3rd and 5. Let's see, what kind of a play call do we have? We're gonna have to pass it. We need a big conversion here, boys. And I'm not against going for the QB sneak on 4th down if we have to. And we're just gonna fire this one into a Dunze. And there we go, boys. That's gonna do it for this one. It was close, too close for comfort. It was 35-17, and all of a sudden it turned into a 5-point game with a missed 2-point conversion. I mean, we can't be allowing that. We have to be careful. Against the better teams, this will come back to bite us. Thankfully, though, we had enough on offense to give ourselves a big lead. And we're able to secure the dub. We remain perfect on the season. The Chicago Bears are 4-0. This time, though, we actually played an NFC team for the first time. But there we go, man. I mean, offense looked good. Defense stepped up. We kind of fell asleep there near the end. But it's going to happen. It's a long season. There's going to be ups and downs. All that matters is that once again, we were able to secure the dub. And the Chicago Bears are rolling. No doubt about that. It's a new era here for the Bears. All started with the main man, Caleb Williams. He's got the receivers. He's got the running back. The defense is playing great. Anything's possible at this point, boys. Let's keep it going. Let's take a quick look at the stats, too, before we sign out. Stafford, 16 of 19, 306, and 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's incredible. He had an incredible game. Caleb Williams had a perfect passer rating, 158.3, 12 of 14 for 209 yards and 2 touchdowns. So really didn't have to do a lot. We did have some very favorable field position with kickoff returns and our defense and stuff like that. So not bad at all. I mean, he's been great. His accuracy is incredible. We might have to actually increase his throwing power now to see if we can take some more deep shots, but he's been playing great. DeAndre Swift, not great in terms of yards per carry, only 3.9, but yeah, the 2 touchdowns. He had a lot of chunk plays, 120 plus yard rush. 26 was the longest of the day, and he had a few that were about 10 to 15. So another great game from him. And overall, the boys played great. Keenan Allen, I mean, he's a stud, man. 31 years old. He's rolling back the clock. 4 for 120 with a touchdown. And then Odunze, DJ Moore both played great as well. I mean, we have the options, man. Last time out, it was Cole Kmet. This time it's back to Keenan Allen. The boys are playing great. Let's keep this momentum going. Yeah, and that was a little too close for comfort. Nearly blew it there in the end. We put up another 35, so that's 3 games in a row. We've scored 35 points. Fortunately, that time we gave up 30, but we were still able to get the job done. The Chicago Bears are 4-0. This is the stuff of dreams right now. Caleb Williams is playing great, and we're going to have to remain perfect. I mean, you look at the NFC North, we're still waiting on the Detroit Green Bay games to see what their record will look like. We're 4-0 right now, and we're still only in 3rd place in the division. You look at the rest of the NFC, everyone's either 2-1, 0-3 in the NFC South there. NFC North right now, I feel like 1st place in the NFC will be a team coming out of the North. We might even have 3 playoff teams looking at it as well. So it's a very tough division. I can't wait for the divisional matchups to come. Super pumped to play the Lions, the Packers, and even the Vikings. Can't count them out. Overall, man, the boys have been playing great. Again, too close for comfort there. We're going to have to clean that up, because I feel like if we play the better teams, if we do that, we're going to end up losing. 4-0, I don't think it's unrealistic for us to be 4-0. Again, like I said, first 3 games were against the AFC South. Not the strongest of opponents in that division, with all due respect. Except for the Houston Texans. I feel like that was a bit of a weird game. This time was very, very close. Nearly lost it in the end there, but we played the clock well. We played some clean football. No interceptions by Caleb. So I feel like we're deserving of the win. I feel like we're also deserving of the record. We have the Panthers and the Jaguars in week 5 and 6. So there's really no reason why we can't be 6-0 to start this season. Like I said, so far so good. We've been playing well, and we might have to take a look at some trade targets as the trade deadline is approaching to strengthen the squad and hopefully make a nice long push into the playoffs, maybe even securing an NFC North title along the way. That's going to do it for this episode of the Chicago Bears franchise. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash that like button and hit subscribe if you did. And until next time, peace.